Liverpool pull off a fantastic 1-0 victory over PSG in the Champions League last round or first leg in the round of 16. And this match had everything. It had drama, it had Alisson saves, it had late goals, it had a bit of everything. So please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and let's talk football. I think if we are going to be completely honest, this clash, as you may well be aware, had PSG dominating for most of the match. Liverpool just struggling to get into the game. Mohamed Salah completely kept out of the game. Diaz was almost nowhere to be seen. They controlled that midfield. Szoboszlai had his hands full in the middle of the park. PSG were just that good. I'm not going to get into any of those, but I want to look at some of the statistics that we see over here. Now, a lot of very interesting stats that they have up against this match. And if we look at things like shots, 27 to Liverpool's 2, them having 10 shots on target to Liverpool's 1 shot, and that resulting in the goal, of course. But very, very interestingly for me over here, 71% ball possession in favor of PSG versus Liverpool only having that ball for 29%. And we'll have a look at what that means in a moment. But look at the amount of passes where Liverpool usually dominate holding the ball in their high press gameplay. They would have a lot more passes that they would string together. I think when they play the Klopp style of play, we see a lot of that. But when we see the Slot style of play, Liverpool just taking their foot off the accelerator for a little bit of the match, taking things a lot more slow to try and take control of the game. But I tell you, PSG were hectic in their onslaught, just coming after Liverpool time after time after time. Now, one of the stats that I'm not particularly in favor of is the XG stat, the amount of goals per shot or per game that is to be expected. And I do understand the methodology behind it. I do understand how it's calculated. I'm just not in favor of it. When we look at big opportunities created, and that stat that I had up there just doesn't show that. When it comes to big opportunities that were created, PSG really had 3 opportunities, big chances created, big shots that were created. And if we look at how many of those were wasted, well, it was all 3. So out of those 10 shots on target, there was only really 3 big threatening opportunities, and they have missed or squandered that. For Liverpool, on the other hand, how many big opportunities or big chances created? Well, just the 1. And the result is that goal. And I think that is more accurate than just saying XG, because in this particular fixture, PSG had a higher XG, expected goal ratio, than Liverpool. Now, they were very threatening, but they were also very wasteful. And I don't think XG takes that into account. But I digress. Let's get back into what happened in this match. Now, when a lot of the midfield and forwards were kept out of the game, Arne Slot, the tactical master, of course, going to the drawing board and making a couple of changes. And 2 in particular I want to just address. And I think number 1, Darwin Núñez, and I think there's many Liverpool fans out there that owe Darwin Núñez an apology, because when he came on, he was really aggressive, and I think that is something that Liverpool lacked throughout this match. Coming in, bringing that aggression, going at the defensive players of PSG, really attacking them, and that led to that loose ball not being taken properly care of by the backline, allowing Darwin Núñez then to give the assist to Harvey Elliott that slotted away. Harvey Elliott on the other side, absolutely amazing when he came on. And just after 47 seconds after coming on, he smashes the winner, a moment of pure instinct and composure. Now, this just wasn't any goal. I think this was really a statement. See, under Arne Slot, Liverpool is showing a new edge, and this moment highlighted their hunger. And I think in particular, it highlighted Harvey Elliott's hunger coming off from injury, not getting a lot of game time. And he put up his hand tonight and said, hey, boss, I'm here. I'm here and I'm ready to do the job that is needed, and especially when Liverpool needed it most. Absolutely brilliant to see. 47 seconds after coming on. But I think also very, very important to highlight the masterclass from Alisson. Oh, man, he was a one-man wall of Anfield. So Alisson reminded everyone why he's the best goalkeeper in the world. Save after save. He kept PSG at bay, I think single-handedly proving that, excuse the pun, but he's proved why he's Liverpool's most valuable last line of defense. And, you know, his best stops, let's talk about them. Just absolutely phenomenal. Just what he's able to do and why he shows that he deserves that number one spot. And I know that Liverpool is planning for the future when it comes to goalkeepers, but man, am I glad that we still have Alisson Becker over there in the defensive role, the last line of defense. But let's speak about that defense as well. Liverpool's back line was put under massive pressure but stood firm. And I think Konaté and Virgil van Dijk, we have to thank for that. They formed a rock-solid partnership at the back. And despite PSG's quality, Liverpool defended with structure and with determination, and I think that structure just looked a little stronger when we brought Endo on, and absolutely brilliant and class from both Van Dijk and Ibrahima Konaté. They were rock solid and composed under that immense onslaught that we saw from PSG. But I want to touch on something that I know a lot of people have a certain feeling about, and that is this particular incident over here. And it's really labeled the Konaté controversy. Why wasn't he sent off? Now, there has been one of the biggest talking points of the game, of course, and according to Sport Bible, the decision was influenced by UEFA's guidelines on double punishment. Now, since Konaté made a genuine attempt for the ball, it was deemed a yellow rather than a straight red. So PSG fans won't like it, but the rules do favor Liverpool over here. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on that particular issue over there. Just on my final thoughts, though, this is a massive win for Liverpool, and I think it was one that was needed. Liverpool scraped this goal from nothing, but it was created on the back of some fantastic tactical changes, and I think the boss got the end of this one absolutely spot on. I mean, how can you argue? Liverpool have the result, and they'll go in with, not having bated breath, but I think they'll go in with a lot of preparation for the return leg as they wait for PSG to come to Anfield. Hey, please like, share, and comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. And as always, you'll never walk alone.